Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Portillo, and I have the great pleasure to be your moderator during this opening plenary session and during the short awards ceremony that will follow it.
Means of transport are the expression of the dignity of a country. There are big challenges. One of them is the necessities we all have to face up to, namely to go about those transport challenges in a different way. We have to build in different ways, we have to make decisions in different ways, and we have to decide now. For the International Transport Forum, we have lots of interesting issues on the table. Digitalization suffuses everything. Flows decide about wealth. They described flows of merchandise and goods, flows of people, and also data flows. Data flows which have an impact on our future development. We have to maintain infrastructure, have to expand infrastructure, and we have to interconnect infrastructure. Those three pillars are important in our modern society, and we need to implement that.
Transport must adapt to a changing world. We have demographic change, with urbanization, aging in some societies, and a surge of young population in others. Climate change, the change of the main energy vectors, which is affecting many modes of transport. We believe that the ITF can have a role in these dynamics as a formulator of problems, a coordinator and participant of research programs, a disseminator of results, and bridging those results into policy discussions and recommendations. And as always we do, networking with key partners from research, industry, civil society, and government.
As many of you know, Canada is a trading nation, and we take great pride in that. And as global traders, not only do we reap the economic advantages of international trade, we have to always be aware and responsive to global change, because we need to make sure that our network is resilient and it's up to the challenge. So when you take a look at certain trends like manufacturing shift to Asia, the rapid development of global supply chains, in the context of our very aggressive trade agenda, we took very great interest in noting that to make sure our economy benefits from the change, we need to make our transportation system more efficient.
Has the world come to terms with how to govern over 7 billion people?
No, but it is a task that lies in front of us. And I have to say that in certain respects, in the areas under the administration of this body, the International Transport Forum, one has a model of an efficient global infrastructure.
This gathering is not only extremely timely, but it's very welcome, particularly in the OECD. We just had our Ministerial Council meeting only last week. We received many leaders there, and this is a perfect complement to deal with the different issues. We are on a collision course with nature. Any of the solutions, any of the roadmaps that we choose here has to take into consideration that climate change is not just an environmental issue, it is squarely an economic issue, and that we need to move during the second half of this century to zero net emissions from fossil fuel combustion, if we are to be successful in limiting global warming.
Our markets have always been in the far west, and now as the economic powerhouse of the world is beginning its shift to the east, that is of some advantage to us. One of the interesting things, though, is that as those markets develop, more and more people in those countries are going to increase their personal wealth, and in countries that have large populations, that will mean greater pressure on transport systems. This organisation with this theme and the comments that have been made so far augurs very well for the international community to make some very good decisions.
And so now, will you welcome to the stage today's very worthy winner, Dr. Shanjiang Zhu.
I'd like now to invite Mr. Maurizio Baruffi, Chef de Cabinet of Major Pisapia of Milano, to join us on the stage to receive the award. Mr. Simon Boschieter, CEO of Holland Container Innovations.
May I thank all of you for your attendance at the plenary session. May I thank in particular all of those who participated as keynote speakers, as introductory speakers, and as panel members. And I hope that they have set an excellent agenda for you, something to get your teeth into for your deliberations at the ITF 2014. Thank you very much.